Greta, what? What, Greta? You cannot come out here with us. You are a lamb. I know, you think you're a human, but you're not. You're a lamb. You need to go with the other lambs. Go. What do you want, creme brulee? Treats. No, treats? Yeah, I bet you do. Oh, here comes the rest of the barrage of hungry hippos. Everybody wants treats. Well, it's another day with lots of sheep. I put a little bit of green in there, but that girl right there is Freckles, and she has prolapsed. Yep, that's a prolapse. So I have a friend coming over with some prolapse spoons. We haven't gotten ours yet, and I'll separate her out and I'll put her in the pen over here when Chloe's done. And good times. She'll be all right, hopefully. Should be good. Yep, they're getting super close. These are the problems you have to deal with. Yeah, this is what happens when emergencies happen. My wife locked me in. She went to go get whatever. Yeah. You locked me in.
I'm sorry.
You know you're not.
I am.
Casualty. You will need a lamb purple heart because you got ran over by Freckles.
I think that's from my massage, Goober. 40 or 50% intact still. So, but at the same time, she's pretty red and floppy back there, and her udder is definitely full of milk already, which is surprising, honestly.
Did you strip her teats while you're back there?
Yep. They're both milk, like straight up milk.
So we're just doing straight harness. We're not going to do the spoon yet.
We can put the spoon goes after the harness, so we can put the spoon on after we put the harness on.
Oh,
if
it
we
just
want
gets
to.
held in with the.
So
because we don't come out here every hour. I was
so
thinking,
if the harness, the way that it goes, if we put the spoon in and then the harness, the spoon will get stuck like this.
I get it.
So yeah, here I'll get us. You want? Okay. So then this guy. So I know. So fitting it is the hardest part. So this is basically. I know, honey. It feels funky. Because this is going to basically go up and around here, and we'll get the bottom half of you fitted, and then we'll do the front half. Okay, so that needs to we'll tighten it a little bit more after we get that on there. And the buckles, they don't allow the strap, once they're buckled, they don't allow the straps to loosen, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, when you're first fitting it, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah. Let's do. Okay, make sure. So it goes on the outside of the udder. Kind of in their bikini area, if you will. And then you get it centered here. And then you can kind of adjust it from there. So this basically is going to need to move up, and that's what this part is for. So this is where we want this. So a little bit higher. There we go. So the main strap, you want it to be basically right over the opening, kind of where that is about perfect. Because the prolapse won't come out through that. But if they get down and they start pushing, usually they can kick that out of the way. So if you want to put some tension on that. So this strap is meant to go here. But on some ewes, it doesn't. I'll reach around and try not to violate you here. On some ewes, it does not stay in place. And I end up having to do a running rope from here down to these two straps. It just depends on the ewe.
Really?
Can't tell about it.
April, June, stop. That sounds like June.
You're coming in my bedding area. This is my
Nice
space.
butt, not yours.
Yeah.
They sound horrific when they go at each other, and it's just kind of like what normal dogs would do when you watch them, but the sounds that they make are much more
Scary, like
much more ominous.
Yeah.
Like
they're murdering each other.
Yeah. Tell you what though, it keeps coyotes away.
Yeah, I bet. Even the puppies I have in my room, in my back room, when they get to like Rufflehausen, whoo-wee, it's like wild.
Is that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust it a little bit, but that's the premise of how it goes. But see how this could shift upwards?
Yeah.
That's what the only thing I don't like about the harnesses. So I usually take a piece of baling twine, or I have some of this nylon in there, and I usually run right here and then down to usually on these straps. Okay. But let's see. So that is the right height. And then you can shorten and adjust this, but see, in her case, we've already got it as tight as it goes. So we'll have to tighten it a little bit here. Yeah. And that's why this is not the most practical strap. So on some of these, they're meant for those really, really big wool sheep with the really long frame bodies that have those really wide throaty necks. And these guys are just a hair on the different shape. Especially she's big, but not quite as big as what like a full-on wool sheep would be. And we can rotate this, and sometimes you can even use this guy to run between there too. So I've even done just a strap here, around here, and that'll help. That keeps it, and then tie it together rather than having to do all the way down. So it's preference, but it essentially
looks like it dropped a little.
Yeah, just a hair.
Yeah.
So this, I'm going to tighten these just a hair, and then we might, I'll just grab we'll just add a second runner there, because that's probably what we're going to have to do. She's long, but just a hair on the shorter
Let me
side.
grab some twine for you. Hold on.
Yeah, that'll. Because that's what stabilizes the whole rest of that thing.
This is why you keep twine,
I mean, sometimes they
because
shift
it's
a
got
little bit, like, you know,
a million uses.
over the first couple of days.
What are you doing?
But it's pretty straightforward, because usually it's just the front end that needs adjusted more than anything. It's usually that it slides down hair, but if it slides down too much, which is nice. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, so let's see.
I just don't want her to get any like
Galled.
chafing.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned that it'll go too tight on her neck.
That's
and
what
we'll get a choke.
the biggest. That's why I worry about it.
So-
That's why I always add the extras.
Right. I don't want her to go choke on us,
Yeah, no kidding.
because then we'll come out here and we'll find her
Yeah.
spewing shit everywhere.
That's not fun. That's one of my least favorite things to clear, because I always end up inhaling something. Eating.
Well, we've done it.
We had to clear
We had to clear Chloe
of
out in
all.
the freaking pasture last summer.
Surprising, because well, she never did it here, but at the same. Okay, so now I'm going to loosen this strap of hair, and then we'll use the downward pull of the other rope, and that'll take the pressure off the front of her neck here. There we go. See, that's more where it's supposed to stay, right, right there.
Yeah.
And that gives her more like a dog harness kind of setup. And that's,
Yeah.
see, that keeps it out of her
Yeah. No,
chest.
she's not on her esophagus, and it's not on her.
But the harness has enough give to it that she can adjust a little bit. Most of them don't mind having it, you know, on one side, because you sometimes, on one, I had one that had to wear it for like 6 weeks because she was really bad prolapsed early. And I did a strap here and a strap here to kind of split the difference of the breastbone, but they don't usually mind. And she's got hers isn't super bad out, like sticking out. Okay, so we have a little bit of tails, and then I only do one loop of knots on this
You
just
need
in case. But
And you need a knife,
yeah, I'm gonna need to trim these tails so they don't.
Cece,
very sharp.
Ooh,
Cece, you don't fit. Okay, girlfriend? Oh, she's blocking.
she's like, what is that thing?
She's like,
All right,
I'm
so
blocking you, turtle.
okay, so we need to go one more little bit up here. Get you a little front wedgie here and tighten that. Okay, so one little more tight now. And now we know where it needs to be for sure. So that's good. Let me rotate it so this tail is not in the way of the string here. And we're almost there. That's the worst part about these guys fitting them on, is getting them just right. But once you get them right, they usually are don't often have to be readjusted too much unless they change shape a lot. Sometimes when they sides drop and all that, they change shape a little bit, but not too bad. I don't think she's got long enough to go.
No, she's so close.
Yeah, I think we're within a couple of days on her, honestly.
Cece, what are you doing? That's not for you.
Let's see. Okay, so let's see if that's the leverage we need there. Yeah, that should be about right there. I think on some of these, doing like a buckle here would have been perfect. Like,
Yep.
because it's about as tight as it goes there, and then we get this. But I think we're about a little bit more here.
Pretty
A little bit more here, and then we'll be in good shape.
snug.
Yeah, it's
baby.
snug. There we go. But it's snug, but it's got some give to it still, which is what you want. And then down here, it's not really pushing, and I made my knots flat, so there's the only knot that's down here is the knot that's existing already.
Well, we'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully she'll.
Right? She's squatting well, she's not gonna have a problem nursing because she's already squatting. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, her teats are. Her bag's not blister full, but see, that's milk.
Yeah.
That's not even colostrum. And the other side, she's got even, yep. And she's got extras, see little extras? She got the little tiny little accessories. But they look good, but her bag's full, but not like blister full. So I think there's a few days left. If you go a week, I'll be surprised. But I think at the max, that would be the longest, would be my guess.
We suspect a couple of them are going to drop as early as the 10th. So
yeah,
The 10th is the...
because baby's not up here. Like,
No.
I can already tell when I first
we're
felt
getting-
over
we're getting
here,
baby here.
I had to go down here to feel. Now this might be second baby I'm feeling down here, but I didn't feel anything in the birth canal when she pushed against me. Everything kind of pushed outwards. I didn't feel a baby up against it. So I think you guys are exactly right. It wasn't the baby causing the prolapse. It was an accidental jump
she
in.
probably jumped in the feet
Hit her belly.
Yep.
Let me just make sure she's not bruised or nothing. No, I don't see anything crazy. And honestly, the way that strap's sitting on her is about perfect center mass under there. So I think we'll be in good shape.
Sweet.
So, and then on the spoon, so for these guys, I usually, we're missing a string, but we can make,
No, there's another one. It's underneath that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's underneath
So on
the
these,
sprayer.
I need lube for them?
not usually. She's pretty,
You're pretty sloppy.
Do you need to put one on?
no, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. That way, if you decide to use it or if she's really pushing against this, I mean, it's personal preference. So literally, I put a string on each end, but it goes in like a key in a lock. It goes straight up and down in. So right now, the harness is covering perfectly.
Yeah.
So you'd go between here, and you basically will get underneath, and you just gently, I know. Feels funny because I'm giving you a wedgie, huh? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to need, I will need lube on her. Actually, I'll just wet it with this. This will work. It'll work. Ooh, spraying out the sides. Hold on. I got the strap of the harness right there, which is honestly about perfect where it needs to be, but in the spoon. So you'd go get a little split here, and you get a, I know, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm going to violate you a little. Let me give you a little bit of a, there we go, little thong wedgie here. So let me loosen these just a hair, just if we're going to put the spoon in, but one side should loosen down a little bit because it's pulled up, but almost a little much. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Now I got a little room to move here. So you would go in, come here, ma'am. There's a split. Okay, so you go in like this, and see, she's already pushing against it. She's not going to like it. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, so so basically, if the harness is not staying in place, and right now on her, it's perfect because that strap is right over the front here. But when her hips drop and she goes to give labor, so this will drop, and that's what's nice about the harness because she's still got those ligaments intact. But when their tail head drops, this will drop just to here, and then she can push. That's how they can push baby out. But if she starts dropping and the harness is not working, then you go in. You basically lube this up. I usually do a little part here. You just go straight in and you kind of track. You'll follow the track of least resistance, and as soon as it gets to about here, just turn it. And then you can advance it slightly and it'll touch right. You'll feel where it touches.
Against her hips.
Yep, it'll basically sit, like this, only straight up. And then I anchor it on each side. Here, I'll turn it so I can show you to here.
Okay.
And that's usually what I do is anchor it there. And sometimes they can spit it out and you'll see it down here, but I just tie it in a circle around here with like enough room for it to slide.
Sure.
That way, if they push it out, it goes down and out of the way. And that's what's nice about putting them on both. And you can try that. You can tie it into their hair or whatnot. But yeah, in this case, the harness on her, because her bits are actually, her hips are wide, but her bits are small, which is probably the first timer thing. But yeah, it's she doesn't have any tears. She's not irritated. And see, she's nice and clean in there now. But she's got two little tiny bruises, which it makes me kind of lean towards. But yeah, it basically just goes right in like that. And she says some of them don't like, some of them don't mind it, some don't like it. And it goes in and just turns. I mean, it's pretty simple, but some of them, like I said, I've had it where I put it in, and some of them just push against it and will not relax, and then others don't care at all. And tighten the strap back up so it's back in. It's more even again.
You should probably push against it.
Yeah, as soon as that's how she even the flush, she was pushing against the flush. So and it's probably the first time her instinct. I mean, she's never even pushed a baby out.
Right.
There we go. Let's get that back in place. There we go. Yeah, she's actually doing really well. There we go, Mama. There we go. I think that's actually pretty.
Feeding Chloe separate.
Uh-oh. Was she being a brat or is she just losing weight?
No, she's losing weight. So I think she's getting pushed out by the big girls to the point to where she just can't.
She's not the big girl no more, huh?
She's not the OG, and
Yeah.
She's
older, getting up there.
And
well, yeah, she's what, 6? So
I think so. That sounds about. I was trying to think when she talked to me last. I was trying to think. I think that is about right. Okay, so let's.
yeah. So this is probably the last litter from her.
Well, she can come back. She can come to retire at the farm. No baby.
she'll come live the retirement, her golden years.
Yeah, it's fine with me. I don't mind at all because that's what basically my herd is now, is old or broke. Old or broke.
Fifi, what are you doing?
It's like maybe if I am invisible, they won't mess with me.
I
CC.
hope I'm not next.
So that's what I was thinking, and she's
What are
got
you
that
doing,
shorter.
girl?
She's wide. You want to talk about some wideness? She's a wide one.
Yeah, she's got twins
There
in
we
there
go.
too. So
Okay, so there we go. I loosened the sides just a hair and pulled that front this part upwards, and that helped quite a bit.
Okay.
So, but that's where you
perfect.
want it. Yeah, perfect. And that sometimes it'll shift up under their tail, and that's okay, because then this one takes that one's place. That's why I assume that's why there's two. But basically, as long as one of these is over the spot between both holes, you're in good shape. Because that prolapse, they stretch and it comes out towards the top. That'll keep the prolapse in. So when she lays down, she won't push because she won't feel that egg. It won't be able to exit. And then we just cleaned. So, but yeah, the spoon is pretty straightforward. It's a little tricky with getting the harness on. Sometimes, probably in our case, we'd have to loosen this and tighten this up to move it upwards a little bit to get that kind of key turn in there. But sometimes I'll have to loosen this completely, put the key, I call it the key, but the thing in, get it turned and in place, and then tighten the harness, because sometimes you just can't, like I was having trouble, you just can't get that right angle with the harness in place. But I've had good luck with just the harness, and given that it's a peekaboo prolapse, yeah, I think she's in good shape. Yeah, let's see if she should tolerate that pretty good, and she'll get.
she's like, I want out of here.
Yeah, see, her bits are sticking out the bottom just perfect, and that's basically what you want to see with a harness. And
let them out.
Yeah, she should be good to go. All those buckles are sturdy and shut, and yep, we're in good shape. She should be good, and they're both about even. So
There you go, run and frolic.
you get angry.
She's like, let me out of here.